These little things are absolutely bonkers. Hold on a second. They're so bright. These are the new Aperture MT. I'm gonna turn it off because it's gonna wash out the entire shot. This is the new Aperture MT Pro, and I'll put a link to it down in the description below if you're interested. But these things are so bright. Like, look, I got the window behind me. There we go. Just need to hold it right here. And so colorful. Like, do you guys remember the old profile picture I had when a lot of you first subscribed? The way I did that was I held these two little, I've got one here. Little hue, by the way, I know, we're like reorganizing the whole studio. I held these two little hue bloom lights. That wasn't done in Photoshop. I held them next to my face. One of them blue, one of them pink, like this. And then just took the picture shining the light on my face. And I bought those specifically to like light up the wall behind me on my stream. I thought it would look really cool. But I wanna give you a visual, all right? Okay, take a look. Let's turn off the lights, one second. Okay, hue bloom. Ooh. So much color. MT Pro. It's not even close. Now, let's not pretend that those two lights are the same thing. One is an $80 light by Hue. One is a professional cinematic light made by a professional lighting company. Aperture, by the way, if you're not familiar, is the brand that makes every single one of the lights that we use in all of our videos. And so these lights go for $199 because not only are they super bright and super colorful, but they're also color accurate for cinematography. It also has a built-in battery pack that lasts 2 hours when performing at max brightness. And these have DMX control, which gave me an idea. Come here. This is the state of the studio right now. It's very mid project right now, but that's probably gonna be the state of things more often than not. That's kind of the point of having a creative studio, is the ability to experiment and try new things. So just, if I see any judgy comments down below, you know, I might ban you. No promises. But you've seen that one streamer kid who throws like a rave every time he gets a kill in Warzone? I'm just wondering, could we build something like of that tier? Like, how do we build something of that tier? Build it in here. Like, I know I said no RGB in here, but like, what if we just tried it? Hey, streamers and YouTubers, how many of you would like 3D animated stinger transitions for your content? Like this, or like this. Well, we made these in about 5 minutes and it only took a couple clicks. Give me 1 minute, I'll show you how. Today's video is sponsored by Transition Maker, another awesome creator tool made by Visuals by Impulse, or VBI. You guys know VBI by now, right? I mean, like, I think I've shared a dozen really awesome design tools that they've made. In fact, you've seen the Transition Maker on this channel before. It's an all-in-one editor that lets you make awesome transitions in minutes. But until now, they were all 2D. Turns out VBI has gone all out and has added 3D animations for the same price, which, by the way, can be as low as $2. I'll show you. So I selected this 3D template and I can see each of these fields is customizable. First, I'll upload the Senpai Gaming logo. Then I'll paste our custom brand color hex codes in. And then once I'm done, I preview the final animation. And once it's finished downloading, I can drop an MOV file into a video editing app, or I can drop a WebM file into OBS or Streamlabs or whatever you use to stream. Whole thing, custom 3D animation now. So if you've ever wanted custom 3D transitions in your content, now might be your chance. Link, as always, in the description down below. Back to the video. So here's everything we're gonna use. We have 2 of the Aperture MT Pro tubes. We have the giant tube lights that we did in an earlier video, if you remember these things. These things are massive. We've got this new big, hold on a sec. This big chongus. This is the Aperture Nova P300C, and this thing is a beast. By the way, I feel the need to point out this video is not sponsored by Aperture. However, I do work very closely with them. I would say at least half the lights that are in this studio they have sent to me. They've made it their personal mission to light Senpai HQ. If you're looking to step up your lighting game and want something a little bit more professional for your videos, highly recommend Aperture, or their more budget-friendly brand. It's upside down. Amaran, which is actually, if you look at our main A-roll setup where we shoot most of our videos, those are every single one of the lights in there is Amaran. But what else can we use for the stream room? Those lights hanging from the top, those are Elgato light strips. The reason they're hanging up there right now, by the way, is because I wanted to see if an entire room could be lit properly with Elgato light strips. And I think they did the job. I got 2 regular strips and 6 extensions, meaning I've got 2 Elgato light strips that are each 4 times longer than a normal Elgato light strip. And in just a minute here, I'm actually late. I'm heading up. We're gonna be putting those inside a giant, really fancy looking light fixture. Well, first we're gonna be ripping the guts out of the light fixture and replacing it with Elgato strip lights. So it's a nice looking light fixture that hangs from the ceiling, but I completely control it with my Stream Deck and it's RGB and it, you know, all the nice things that Elgato does. And then after all that, if that's not enough, I've got one more Amaran RGB light panel. So we can throw that in there too. Oh, and then one final, probably most important touch. This is a smoke machine. If you ever wonder why really cool lit rooms, like in film and stuff, like look so amazing where you can see the lights, I'll show you a before and after, with and without smoke. You need to be able to see it. But I gotta head up to work on those fixtures. Let's go. These are the lights that we're ripping apart. And then we gotta grab one of these strings of lights. All right, it's time you guys meet Mitch. He is a much better builder of things than I am. That's why we're here. Yeah, this dude just stole my lights. Hey dude, you can't just take my lights. Oh, I didn't realize you were chill like that. That dude was way chill. You want to explain the plan? Do you want me to explain the plan?
Oh, we're gonna cut this. It's gonna be in half.
And that's the plan.
That's the plan.
Done, let's go. You know how people can tell that I fit in really well here? It's the sweatpants. That's looking pretty good. Light's done. Looks really cool too. I'm actually really happy with how this turned out. Just gotta figure out how to hang it now. Maybe we do some of the other lights first. That's less stressful. Oh my gosh, I don't even know if we need the little tubes. This light is unreal. And it's, look at this. This is 5%. Ready? Ready? 100%. I don't think I need to hang those lights right now. The Elgato one that I made. I think maybe we make it a practical light and we like hang it facing forward in the middle of the room like a big rectangular light. We're gonna try that. Let's see. These kind of projects end up taking so much more time and effort than you expect them to. We're almost done. I'm just gonna hang up this light, but before I do that, I'm gonna turn off the camera. I'm gonna finish this thing, and then we're gonna take a look at it, okay? Cool. Welcome to my new rave dungeon. So this took me like 3 days. This was a much larger, it was mostly this thing in the middle. That's what took forever. But by the way, if you want to pick up one of these Aperture MT Pros, these things are bonkers. I've already used them for a ton of B-roll stuff. They're great for not only like key lighting and getting that really moody light from an angle, They're also really great for like that highlighted color look. I'd show you what I've used them for, but some of the stuff I've shot with it's not released yet, so I can't show you. But just know that almost any product B-roll we use moving forward is probably gonna be using these, because these things are bonkers. I hope you enjoyed the video. Fun, weird project. As soon as I finish the other light and get these hung up, I'll be doing a tour of this space on my personal channel. Link to that in the description down below. Also link to these in the description down below, as I mentioned earlier. Hit the like button if you haven't already. Subscribe to watch more content. I'd say content like this, but this is a pretty different one-off. And as always, happy streaming, guys.